Well then, it's been a while since that intro's been on my channel, isn't it? Hello and welcome back to this save. You probably thought this was never going to happen again, this particular save. This Port Vale Youth Academy Legends save on FIFA 21. Well, it is. It's happening again. Probably goes completely against my update video, but basically, I have been playing this save a little bit in the last few weeks, and I've only been playing it like for an hour or so every night, and it's just really like, it's really helping me. There are mods out there now that are making me enjoy this save and this game just a little bit more. So what I've decided to do is, well, for one, I'm now in the Premier League with this Port Vale team. I've decided I am going to bring this series back, but I am going to do it in a different format. Before I was just doing like live commentary like I would normally do and stuff, but do you guys remember the 2 episodes of the Real Betis career mode? Well, I'm going to be doing this save in that format instead, just so it's, you know, it's not that many episodes. It's so I can play it in my own time when I'm chilling or whatever. And yeah, I think it's going to be really fun. This save is a little bit of fun now, believe it or not. So why have I got it on the calendar screen, I hear you ask? That's because this screen literally reveals nothing other than the results I've had this season. I started off the season and then I sort of thought, you know what, why don't I record this? Well, I might as well record this. Why the hell not? But what I'm going to be doing in this video is just taking you through the squads, the club, how everything's changed, the mods I'm using, all of that sort of stuff, if you get me. So let's start off with the manager. It was Tom Pope. The manager has now changed. I basically spent a whole evening just like messing around with mods and seeing what I can do, and I thought, why not change the manager? Welcome to Port Vale, to Daniel Ricciardo. I completely forgot that Daniel Ricciardo was a superstar head in FIFA 21. You know, sometimes when you pick a manager, sometimes you've just got to lick the stamp and send it, and that's exactly what I've done here. So now I've got that out of the way, the showing of the manager, let's now show you the new kits. You just will have had a glimpse of it there. I have kits, I have made kits. Look at these kits, hold on a second. Ignore that Crawley kit, you don't want to see that. That's the new home kit. I just wanted to go for something a bit plainer, a bit simpler. I wish it would show a different player on the screen actually. That's better. Kit's now untucked. It looks a lot better untucked, doesn't it? Definitely. Yeah, I just wanted to go for something simple, something effective, something that looked nice when playing the game. And this is what I came up with. Very super simple kit. It's literally just a black collar with a triangle. That's literally it, it's a triangle. And black sleeve cuffs. And on the back is just white. It's just straight up white with the player's name on the back and a bit of sponsorship. The shorts are just plain black and the socks are black and white. You can't get much more simple than that, can you? Now the away kit is a bit more interesting. I've gone for like the Lazio style kit. That pattern is on Lazio's home kit this season. I've gone for the Lazio style kit with the dark and light blue. And it looks so nice. It looks so nice. I absolutely love that, and I'm glad I chose to do that one. I don't know if you can see it on the video very well, but each kit has got a little bit of texture on. You can sort of see it in the mini picture. It's just got a little bit of an abstract texture. If you guys want to know how I made these kits, I suppose I could make some on a video sometime or on a stream maybe, but I made them on FIFAKitCreator.com. It is just the place to make your kits if you want to mod them into the game. It's as simple as that. A lot of people who I know use them. If you've watched any of the online career mode episodes, everyone's got their own kits. They were all made on that website. So you probably haven't seen this, you won't have seen this squad for a while, but this squad did actually feature in a YouTube video in between me finishing or stopping the series and this video. I sent this squad to Cutsy and he used it in a video. He used 4 different squads, mine included. Mine was one of the 4, and it was a sort of video about how to improve my save, which I'm still working on. I haven't done everything so far. I haven't taken all of his advice quite yet, but I am still in the process of it. So go and check that video out if you want to see the squad in action before you watch whatever comes after this from me. But anyway, enough about that. Let's go into the squads, because this is the bit you want to see. Now, I'm going to have to fly through these players because there's 51 of them. I'm going to fly through some players who I'm not really bothered about, but the starting players I'll obviously go through a bit more and stuff like that. So we start off with Federico Alvarez, my first choice keeper from now. Oh, that's a new goalkeeper kit, by the way, as well. Do you like it? But yeah, that is Federico Alvarez. He's been my first choice keeper for about, I don't know, 3 or 4 years now in this save. He displaced Ed Fleming because he was just better. I also have used a loan glitch. Well, I say glitch, not really. It is a glitch in a way, but not really. I've used a loan glitch for a lot of players because there's a glitch now where you can loan out a player. And you know, sometimes the player may not have grown properly. Like, you know, say a player started at 60 overall and he's got potential of 94, but in 3 years he's only grown 64 in your team. If you loan him out, he's probably going to grow by about 10 or 11 in that one season to get him back to where he's supposed to be. But Federico Alvarez is 83 overall, first choice keeper, pretty nice stuff. Up next we've got Jeff Zirkzee, who's out on loan, nothing really much to say about him. We've got Mark McVeigh, who was here when the series was going. He's on the transfer list now. As you can see, he's not grown really at all. Lino Crespo, I think, was in the youth academy when the series was on. 60 overall, he's also on the transfer list. Now we go to Ed Fleming. He spent 2 years out on loan at Norwich to get his overall boosted. Not bad at all. Decent backup. Up next we have got the absolute monster that is Philip Brannan. He's been here since the save started. He was the first left back I used, and he continues to be the left back that I use. Absolute solid player, and he just keeps getting better and better. We've got Alfonso Maldonado, who's on the transfer list. Tyler Lawson, who was actually the starting right back when the series started because I didn't have a right back, is now on the transfer list because, as you can see, he's not grown in the slightest. We've got Jordan McGarvey, who was my backup left back. Signed him on a free transfer. Decent backup right now. Might go for someone better in the future, but right now he's just happy being a backup, which is fine. The man, the captain, Charlie Gilliam. He's still here. He's still the captain. Apparently submitted a transfer request, but that was like 3 years ago. For some reason that just doesn't go away. Once they submit a transfer request, it doesn't go away at all. But as you can see, look at him. If you're wondering how I edited these players, by the way, Aranak 2's live editor is what I've used to edit. As you can see, Charlie Gilliam now has sleeve, and he also has a different haircut as well. Very nice. I like the way these players are edited and how much you can edit them. And as you can see as well, all the mini faces have all got the kit on. It's quite hard to see on this screen, but all the mini faces have got the kit on. They are in-game pictures. Charlie Gilliam looks like that in his mini picture and his mini face as well. Absolutely brilliant. I love that. I love that you can do that now. We've got Dexter Ford, who has been here since almost the start. He didn't quite start at centre-back. He was a CDM at first. I had to train him to be a centre-back, but he was in the team when I started. He's still there, still starting centre-back, my highest rated centre-back, and I don't think his overall will go up much more than that, considering he's an exciting prospect and 89 rated. We've got the backup Marco Mandragora. It wasn't a free signing. I signed him from an Italian club of some sort. He's happy being the backup though. He's Italian, 22 years old. Looks great. We've got Mamat Jabber, who is from Brunei. That's one of the countries. After I stopped doing the series but carried on with the save, I went down my list I still had a list of countries that I'd been asked to scout by the viewers. I went down that list and still scouted those countries, and Mamat Jabber was one of the players that came out of it. He's an okay backup. He's the 4th choice centre-back. Then we've got Samuel Bull. Okay, so he was a CDM. I literally got him in the youth academy in the last season, like that I just played off camera. I got him in the youth academy as a CDM and he was bloody amazing. Changed him to a centre-back. His overall went up by 4. I think he's got potential to be special, I'm not sure. Joseph Marsden, unfortunately, is heading out of the door by the looks of it. 70 rated, he just never really grew at all. He's the same rating as Jabber, but he's 4 years older. He's 24 now, so he's heading out the door. We've got Tomasz Barak, who is a right back, my starting right back. I don't really have a backup either because Jonathan Lewis and James Sabuza are out on loan. The only other player I have who is currently on the transfer list is Bryce Abayisenga from Congo. So at the moment I need to look for a right back, and Thomas Barak is the only one I currently have. I signed him on a free. He's a Czech right back. Solid player. We've got AJ Rijali from Nepal, probably going to be leaving. Julian Cano, transfer listed, just never really played ever. Musa Sabali, one of the originals, is transfer listed. Everyone outgrew him. Jordan Lee, one of the originals, same deal with him. He just didn't have any potential. I only called him up because I was calling every player up at the time. He had no potential. He's been transfer listed. Jonas Frommel from Liechtenstein, not really growing all that well, although he did start off as a 44 overall, so I've got to give him a bit of leeway, but he's starting to run out of time. Pedro Miguel Boamorte is a free agent that I signed just as a backup centre mid. Pretty decent. Yeah, can't really complain about him. Junior Burke from Guyana, or Guyana even. He is transfer listed, never really grew. Tobias Versace. Now this is a player, I haven't mentioned it so far, right, but some of the players have been edited using the live editor. Players like, I'll just go back up really quickly, Alvarez, he's got a tattoo. Charlie Gilliam, I edited him. Some of the players have also got new faces as well, just a different look to their face. I think Dexter Ford is one of those players. I didn't change anything else about him, I just changed his face. The reason I did that with some of the players is just because they looked a bit old for their age. Mandragora was edited, his hair wasn't like that before. He just had short hair and looked like your typical standard youth player. Look at the state of this man. I gave him the Adama Traore body style, so that is Adama Traore's body pretty much on a 6'7" Imagine seeing this brute run up to you. Oh my god, I'd be scared out of my head. I mean, his shorts don't even fit. We've got Vivian Moore from Turks and Caicos. He's on the loan list. He's very, very thin. Abdul Al-Malik Saeed, another player from Brunei. Don't really know what I'm going to do with him. He might leave. He's probably not going to play. Marshall Kadewere, a Zimbabwean centre mid who I signed on a free. He also got a bit of an edit as well. His hair, he's now got very long hair. Before, he just had like Jordan Lee's hair. He had that hair. He pretty much looked like Jordan Lee. So I thought, yeah, I'll just give him a different hairstyle, a different face. Boom, shakalaka, there you go. Luis Bermudez from Aruba, still getting loaned out. Kasper Oksanen's getting loaned out as well, a fair bit. One of the originals, the first free agent I signed. Abdullah Douale, still in the squad, although I do have plans to replace him because he's just not very good. He's just not very good. He is one of the 2 Djiboutian players in the team. He's alright, but he's nothing really special. We've got Barak Hafiz, another Bruneian, probably going to leave at some point, but I'm loaning him out to see if he improves any. Zubair Al-Rashidi, one of the originals, still here and still playing second fiddle to Thomas Nicholas, who we now look at is 96 rated Thomas Nicholas. His mini face keeps getting messed up. His mini face keeps changing to like the last player I interacted with, as you will. So his mini face is a player who we haven't seen yet. It's a player who I recently signed, and it's the last player I sort of did anything with. Before, like, you know, when I was doing players on the live editor, he had like Gula Dahoud's mini face, he had Boamorte's mini face, he's had Gilliam's mini face. It just doesn't have his own. Matt Collins on the loan list, transfer list him instead. One of the originals, but again didn't really grow. Forez Hisu, one of the originals, is growing to be a decent backup, that is. Christian Rosales from the Philippines, out on loan. Mason Power, how about this guy? This guy I actually didn't realise. This guy I found in my first scouting report on this save. The first one, I'm pretty sure, or one of the first 3. He was in that scouting report. I think it was the first actual one. I don't think he really broke into the squad when I was doing the series though, but now he's one of the best players in the squad. Absolutely brilliant. He was a right back as well. I remember training him to be a right wing. He was a right back. Has potential to be special. I've also given him a new face and a new haircut as well, because he was bald and he looked old. and he was like, what, he's 21. Connor Donner, he's on the transfer list. Nenad Mladenovic is a new signing this season. I've given him a tattoo, I've made him look a bit younger, and this is the guy who Thomas Nicholas has as his mini face right now. This is the guy who I'm hoping will replace Abdullah Douale, because he's a lot quicker and a lot better technically. But Harley Wood's out on loan at Young Boys still. Yeah, not really much with him. Guled Dahoud has a new haircut. That's about it for him really, but he's been an ever-present. Ever since the beginning of the series, he's been an ever-present. He has grown exponentially compared to what I thought he would. 81 rated, doesn't sound too great for the Premier League, but he was, what, 50 rated or something like that when he first broke into the squad. He was stupidly low rated. So yeah, he's now up front. We've got Dwight Prince out on loan, Jesse Vaughan probably going to get sold, Zach Perkins probably going to get sold, and then a player who you've never seen before but has become one of my better ones, Nathan Bakinson. He's 6'7", he's apparently submitted a transfer request, but he's 6'7", he's strong, he's quick. Let me just take you to his stats. 80 physical, 86 dribbling, 74 passing, 82 shooting, 91 pace. Look at his pace. Look at his strength. He doesn't look like the sort of guy who'd be that strong, but he just is. He's absolutely fantastic. He's another one who I've given a new face and a new haircut to, and he looks so much better for it. Ollie Henderson, the guy who I kept calling Liam Henderson, has grown to be a very good backup indeed, very capable, and almost always comes on as a substitute. What a player. He's been a brilliant player. We've got Runrot Wongtaki, who's been loaned out constantly over and over again. And finally, Chake Name, who I literally signed just while I was loaning out all of my best players, just so he could play up front. Just so I had a decent striker to play up front. That man's got grey hair. I didn't do that. I did not change him at all on the editor. That is how he looked when I signed him. And also, you're probably wondering about the background and all of that stuff. That is, that's part of FIFA's realism mod, which at the moment, as of recording this video, is not currently updated, but it's not, you don't have to have it enabled to have the backgrounds. It just comes with the mods that you download, and you can stick it on whenever. Another mod I have installed is a gameplay mod, the eSIM Football 2.0 gameplay mod. If you are unfamiliar with this mod, I would suggest going and checking out Cutsy, who's actually, I think, probably about to record a YSL episode right now. It's a gameplay mod which changes the gameplay. It adds apparently full animations, which is true, as some of the animations in FIFA are a bit like you know, you might take a shot, but the animations don't finish. They happen, but they don't finish. They kind of just like, he might kick the ball, but then his leg doesn't swing all the way around or whatever. Like, you know, the animation doesn't finish. It kind of just stops, like, when it needs to, if you get me. Whereas with this gameplay mod, all of the animations finish. It doesn't matter what's happening. It's a great mod. The gameplay feels so much better for it. And also got some sliders going as well, but I won't go into those because I've had sliders going through the whole year, and I'm just adjusting it every time I play, just to try and make the game feel better. But that is it for this video. If you guys enjoyed it, make sure to smash that like button down below. And of course, if you're excited for this series to sort of come back a bit, Premier League push, Champions League push, we're also in the Europa League this season as well, so Europa League push. Then yeah, hit the like button down below, subscribe if you like what you see and you want to see more, and if you don't want to miss a video, hit that little bell next to the subscribe button. You'll get a notification whenever I upload. Until next time, thanks so much for watching. Peace.